Zee Pruk saw NuNew's story about having an allergic reaction. Zee Pruk said was shocked. At first, I didn't talk to you yet and thought, eh? WHT happened to New. Is he ok? Then I wondered, is he pretending? But it didn't seem like a prank. NuNew said, how would I pretend? Something like that? Zee Pruk said just that first split sec, it's such a rare thing for you to post a pic with rashes. But looking at her face, her eye, it didn't seem fake. You looked really serious, like you had been venting a lot. So I said, WHT's wrong with New. Get well soon, ok? NuNew said if we're talking about allergies then maybe. I might be allergic to things like marinated shrimp or crab, but only at certain places. Like for me, it's not the main ingredients that I'm allergic to, it might be the marinade or whatever they use. And when I have an allergic reaction, I don't get rashes right away. I usually just feel irritation in my throat first, and then the rashes appear after that. The reporter asked, but you didn't eat any marinated shrimp or crab that day, right? NuNew said no, I didn't. The reporter asked, so you still don't know what caused it? NuNew said yeah, I still don't know either. The reporter asked at that moment, did you think it would get more serious? Because it already got to that point with just a small reaction. NuNew said honestly. When I saw the rashes appear, I stopped eating right away, and took an antihistamine. After that the rash didn't spread. And I felt like my symptoms weren't that bad, because I used to have a friend who was allergic to shrimp. Whenever he ate shrimp, he'd get rashes immediately, and it would start swelling. The reporter asked his eyes would swell shut, and he couldn't breathe. NuNew said yeah, exactly. Like, his eyes would swell up badly. But for me, it was more like a mosquito bite or an insect sting, so I thought it wasn't anything serious. Maybe just a mild allergy, so I stopped eating, and that was it. The reporter asked, but you were still breathing normally at that point, right? NuNew said yes, totally normal. I was just wondering what caused it. Maybe around that time. I wasn't sleeping much and my immunity probably dropped. The reporter asked, did it affect your work? Since NuNew had to work every day, almost without any rest. NuNew said actually, the allergy didn't affect anything at all. Like, really not at all. Because when I woke up, it was the day after the concert. We finished the concert, went out to eat, had a little party, and the next day, I flew back to Thailand. The reporter asked, had it cleared up by then? NuNew said yes, it was gone. I woke up and it had completely cleared. The reporter asked, so it was just a short reaction? NuNew said yes, just for a little while. The reporter asked, and that happened to fall right during your free time, when there wasn't any scheduled work, right? NuNew said yes, that's right. Actually, it started going down from that night already, talking about cutting nails. Zee Pruk said honestly, if I concentrate, I can cut them properly. But I tend to cut into the flesh too. Simply put, I'm just not good at cutting nails. One time I tried cutting them and NuNew was like. NuNew said showed me the blood. Zee Pruk said showed him the blood. NuNew said I'm used to it now, I've seen it so many times. I don't even know why, but every time he cuts his nails, he bleeds. Zee Pruk said, but now I just go to a nail salon. When you do something crazy / silly and run to your favorite person to show it. Just a happy man with his favorite blush. Love and happiness look so good on you too, lovebirds. The smile and the reason. NuNew said crispy on behalf of the whole world's foods. I can chew it for a year, and it'll still be crunchy. Zee Pruk, you've chewed it for a long time and it's still this crunchy. Are you chewing your teeth at the same time? NuNew just randomly shared a video of him eating jellyfish. He probably just wanted to show the crunchy sound when he chewed it, but then the video attracted GP and even dentist cause he chewed the food in the right way. Even lol NuNew went viral without trying. Actually, that's something I've always noticed. BCI def don't do it. He chews his food very well before swallowing. Yes, that's why he always takes time to eat. I actually tried to chew like him, but I just automatically swallow the food on my 3 or 4 times. Chew lol. Zee Pruk loves gym and NuNew loves food. If they didn't become actors, if they didn't meet at the corner of staircase, if Zee Pruk didn't tell Paoff that he wanted to partner with NuNew, where would they meet each other? Definitely at the food hall in a mall where Zee Pruk would stop by to grab something to eat after training. Because let's be real, we all know NuNew isn't stepping anywhere near a gym. A food hall, however, is definitely his happy place. Zee Pruk said he can take care of NuNew. NuNew said, I have someone taking care of me, already caught. Nowadays I feel like I am seeing ZeeNunew at their happiest so far. They always seemed so happy together. But recently, I feel like they are not holding themselves back anymore. There's a kind of free and peaceful happiness to them, and I would do anything to protect this. Zee Pruk saying he worked all around Bangkok today. And JJB like saying, yeah, but you were with mom all day too, right? JJ about Zee Pruk. Rak Kri Rak Jing, when he loves someone, he loves him, truly. And then he said, no need to tag NuNew, right? He also mentioned other qualities BTW. Good person, kind-hearted, and every time he goes out to eat with the juniors, he always pays for everyone's meal. He's handsome, well-mannered. I really end up getting emotional when I hear people close to ZeeNunew describing their love. Some say they love each other truly, some say they are like an old married couple, to some they are a couple who understand and respect each other a lot. Yep, it's beautiful and healthy. Question: what do you like about yourself, Faizi? Zee Pruk said just earlier, I met a fan, and they said, I like that you're still here. So I think. What I like is that I'm still here, still enduring and holding on. Zee Pruk said, I random my orders to many shops. If I like any shop, I faved it for reorders. I order grilled pork, crispy chicken, grilled chicken, all foods that enhance my protein intake. And clean foods. I like chicken menus. Boiled chicken breast is stuffy for me, so I order crispy deep-fried chicken and peel off its skin.